Don't worry, we are not going to talk about taking pictures. Indeed, we are going to talk about wine, but wine business, as today I received a question from a domain wanting to work with wine sellers. So I'm going to give him the keys on how to make a beautiful business not working with supermarkets. See you soon. Hi and welcome to S.Chablis for this week's edition of the Q&A. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. And indeed, this week we've got a question from a domain who is asking, Arnaud, I don't know if it's the place. Can be. Usually it's going to be the consulting company, but still. But I started my domain and started my production, and I really want to work with wine sellers rather than supermarkets. Good. I just wanted to know if you had any magic trick or any ways I could be efficient on those distribution channels. There are no such things as tricks or formulas or to do that. But I'm going to give you 3 points that I feel are extremely important when you want to work with a wine shop, a wine boutique, a wine cellar. The first thing is to have a qualitative offer, i.e. beautiful wines, that goes without saying, but more than just beautiful wines, because you're going to find that competitors also make amazing wines. So I'm going to need amazing wines and wines that are special. So I want something unique from you. Is it with the wine? Is it with your story? Is it with the way you make wines? I have no idea. But you've got to work on something that's unique and that only you can make. So you have to maybe think about that. The second point is the way you're going to help those wine sellers, wine shops to sell. And I'm not saying you should be with them all the time, because as I make it, you probably are a rather small domain or someone who's starting, so you won't have the time to do everything. You're going to concentrate on making wine, which is your first and most important job. So what I'm saying with helping those channels to sell is basically having all the literature, all the content, technical data, pictures, videos, anything and everything you can think of to make sure I understand everything well, to make sure that I can work properly on your wines, and to make sure I can have the right message go through to my customers, which in turn are going to be your customers. So that's very important. The one thing that many domains get wrong is the back label. The other thing they get wrong is the technical sheet, the technical data, the tasting document, because they stay real close to technical data, where I might want your views on the wine, where I might want your philosophy, where I might want this anecdote that I can know and use again and again and again, because it's so different and so unique to you that I can use it with the customers. So that's the second point. The third point, and you probably know that, it's about price. And now I'm not saying I want low prices. That's the difference between supermarkets and wine shops. We're not all about price. We want quality, we want price, we want help, we want everything. But because we bring so much effort, because we are here to help our customers, our prices can be taken as some kind of package. So you've got the wine, you've got the help, you've got everything for the customer, which you don't get in a supermarket, because when you go there, most of the time you're going to be facing an amazing amount of wines, but you don't know what you are going to get. So people, I feel, are willing to pay for that advice. Now, when I'm talking about prices, I really feel you should take into account that as a shop, as a boutique, as an expert, as a professional, I'm going to have a margin. That's the way I'm getting paid. That's the way I pay the building. That's the way I pay the glasses I use. That's the way I make sure I am able to sell your wines. And in my opinion, that margin should be implemented in your price structure. I.e., what we love is to be at the same level or close to the same price level you're going to use if a customer was to come at your domain. I'm not saying it's always the case. I'm just saying if you want to work that channel, that's going to be a huge advantage on other wines who are basically saying the price you get because you only are going to sell 24 bottles is going to be the same price a customer would get if he was to come at the domain, which is wrong, but still, we will always manage. And think about it this way. If you take into account that margin, then your price at the domain are going to be higher. So the time you're going to spend, and you're a new domain, the time you're going to spend welcoming people, having them taste, is probably worth that additional margin. So again, if you can do that, that's a unique offer, good wines and something special about them, or the way they're done, or about you. Then you've got all the help you can bring to me, which is, again, photos, videos, technical data, your views on the wine, what makes them special. All that explained so I can use it with my customers and make them feel you're that special. And the third point is about the price structure. And the closer I'm going to be able to be to yours, the happier I am going to be. I really hope that helped you, and I hope for all the consumers out there, you will understand a bit more how a wine shop works. Again, if you have other questions, maybe along the business side of things, send them over. You've got all year long to do that. I will pick some of them during the year. Remember, you can follow S.Chablis on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. And if you actually followed S.Chablis during the weekend, you saw that there was a Chablis Grand Cru Authentique L'Éclos 2012 from Domaine Pinson to be won. That happens sometimes, so you might as well follow if you want to win one of those bottles. I hope you're going to have a wonderful week. See you soon, and keep on tasting.